Who wants to do the recap?
Ooh, I'll do it.
Okay.
Let me move some things around. Looking at what we did last week.
I think nothing special happened last week.
Yeah, nothing major.
We could just skip the recap because nothing.
I think we were just at the point where we get our rewards.
Yeah.
I think that's a point
We're
where
gonna get a really cool staff, you know?
Yeah, exactly, right?
Well, let's all gaslight him together. Let's all gaslight him together.
Is this Lolly's first recap?
Oh.
No, I did one a couple of months ago, I think. Okay, got my data. The Windigaden was, for all of its aesthetic, not a challenge. I would think something from Mode's domain, twisted by its thirst for power from what I was looking for in Dragonhome, would have shown more of a fight, but probably the most interesting thing, besides the soul of a dragon that consumes other dragons, is Effie prevailed. She finally got her hands on what I've been looking for. And that was also something more than what I thought I was looking for. I thought I was looking for the original Oath Stones. The Oath Stones that held and bound the law of dragonkind that were broken by the humans who left, by the humans who joined the Exile Storm. What we found instead, what Effie pulled out of, I don't even think it was the dream, she pulled it out of the essence of creation, is the Law Stone. It's the stone that seems to be the driving force of all law, all order. I know I feel my own resonation towards it. And when we were trying to decide what to do with this Law Stone, well, it's no surprise Babylon wants its hands on it. Woad and Own were also, they wanted to see this thing that Effie had acquired. And Effie also saw some people. And we since now know that was a 7. She couldn't quite make them out. But it seems that she was in the domain of the 7. And it stands to follow that each one of them oversee a tenet of what guides the universe. But she took it to the dream. Frustrating, but she took it to the dream. Not much consultation to the rest of us, so left us all to follow. I was reluctant. The 2 other times I've been before Woad and Own, well, Woad specifically has completely destroyed someone, essence and all, and imprisoned them for years to relive their worst experiences, and that doesn't strike fear in the heart. But Moda was right. There was a chance to gain knowledge out of that, and knowledge we certainly did gain, so I do not regret going back in there, and for once, nobody was destroyed. Everyone left souls intact. The biggest thing we learned is Lord Death is still around. Apparently no one has seen, I barely know anything about him, but apparently no one had seen him since the demise of the Violet 50-some years ago. And I suppose since we're chasing after a creation of the Violet, it would make sense that Lord Death would also be making a reappearance. The old foes of the Violet are re-emerging. So we are intending to set out to find a way to either the Shattered Gate or to a vessel that's here on Dragonstar. And the Shattered Gate, well, apparently I had it all wrong about Challa. I thought he was a follower of Lorita, but I had that wrong. Nope, he's a follower of Inu, something quite on the opposite side. Suppose I'll have to reevaluate my opinion on him. But when we left, we were intending to head back to Lutum to notify the dragons, or at least my intention was to notify Vile that we had hopefully solved the issue that the dragons had. That Dragon Home was no longer a source of creeping destruction over the rest of the planet, a cancer. And we had removed that. We had fixed the Dream Anchor in the middle of Dragon Home. But before we could even get to really discussing that, Effie took a different chance. And this time her gamble failed. I'm not quite sure why she chose to make a mockery of it to the assessor. those were her choices, and unfortunately, because all of our fates are bound together, we all stand by the same judgment. Of all the times to get caught, it's unfortunate this is the time that she got caught.
Alrighty. So, we're going to pick right back up where we left off before. The alarms are sounding. The assessor and the various other automatons are beginning to descend upon the center of Lutum. And there are distant roars. So, what do you do?
I say we run.
Where? They're coming from all angles.
Good idea. Seino, get us underground now.
I know it's a horrible curse, but Sera, can you teleport us all? Or is it like a limit of people you can carry?
Do you want to try to talk with them, or are we leaving?
I don't think there's much talking that we can do.
Plus, we don't have a lot of time. They're coming.
I'm all for diplomacy, but I don't think diplomacy with an entire planet will turn out quite the way we're wanting.
I've seen Maelie do this before, where one person tries to cast some magic and it's rebuked in some fashion. I think we'll lose all our cards when it comes to teleportation if we don't do it now.
So you all need something from me. She'll start to open up herself to her handmaiden abilities. A little bit of green starts to come into her tentacles. The face tattoo pulses a little bit more brightly. And she'll use Moto to speak into Effie's mind. You put me in this situation. Don't get caught next time.
You see her do kind of a little bit of a visible nod.
As Sira spreads out some tentacles to reach out to everybody here, she withholds one from Effie. Effie, I will save you from certain doom if you make an oath to me. Make an oath. You will assist me with any type of thievery that I ask for.
And what do I get in exchange?
You get to steal things.
What skin do you have in the game? Don't you want me to be successful?
Well, you certainly bungled this one, but you had phenomenal success previously.
My God.
Oh my God, how did you know about that?
I'm always with you.
Well, Sira, I think that based off of our previous adventures, we both can aid each other. I'll make this oath to you, but you have to, in turn, assist me wherever you can to ensure that I'm successful.
I think it would be prudent to add a few contingencies on the
We don't have
oath.
time for this.
Then don't.
Cyril
Consider
looked,
another oath later.
Cyril looked delighted that Effie's negotiating with her. You have my word.
And she reaches out her hand.
Cyril will wrap one of the tentacles around Effie's ankles. Say it. Before I release this, say it.
I swear,
No. I make an oath.
I oath that I will help you, Sera, steal anything that you need help stealing. And in turn, you, Sera, will assist me in any way that you can. Unless it's something Sucklekuse wants.
Done. And she'll let go of the teleport. And she's taking them to where they just popped out, where from seeing Woden known. Which I believe is the chromatic anchor.
Give me a second. That's an oath. So,
Irha also just looks very disgusted by this whole situation that's happening in front of him.
Blood splat.
Challa grabs the small of Irha's back and says,
Oh my god, it's...
We'll be fine.
I'm dying.
I just gave...
He's just like, what's happening?
I just
Trying to look at you.
I just accidentally gave Effie her moonblood.
Sera, why'd you do this to me?
Time to impregnate you.
Oh
my god.
Oh my god, stop!
What kind of maneuver is this?
You open that door, Arcadum. Don't put that on me.
That phenomenal moonblood, dude.
You see a maternity shoot happen between Sera and Effie.
Oh my god.
I don't know what a maternity shoot is. Let me Google this.
You've never seen a maternity shoot?
I don't think so. Like,
Yes.
shoot, C-H-U-T-E?
Is that where they
No,
take
like-
pictures and they're all posing and it's...
Yes, and they're like holding their pregnant belly and their
Oh,
like,
a
putting
shoot.
their...
A picture shoot.
Yes.
I was getting, like, cattle in a pen.
Why not just say picture?
A maternity shoot. That's what
Oh,
it's called.
Is that shit Rihanna does? But
God.
Wow, these are some super pregnant people. Good for them.
yeah, dude. Have you scrolled down to the lady that is in the Mrs. Incredible outfit?
No, not yet.
Okay, I'll send it.
You're scrolling way faster than me, I see.
Yo, I'm good at this. Don't worry. Hey, I'm a zoomer.
Wait, let me see this.
He's zooming. He's
What
zooming.
the fuck?
You see this?
Wait, is that body paint? I think that's
I don't
body
think
paint.
so. Is it body paint? Why is she with her son? That's cringe. That's creepy, bruh.
What the fuck?
Mazel tov to the happy pregnant couple, Effie and Sera.
Okay. Well. Tentacles are grasped. Magic is summoned. And Sera teleports herself and her allies to the edge of the dream once more.
And Effie, knowing what Sera's magic looks like when she's teleporting, at the last possible second becomes a non-willing creature.
Gasp.
Huh?
Wait, what?
Excuse me?
Indubitably.
Pardon moi?
Honk.
Car honk?
Honk.
Even the cars are confused.
Vehicular confusion?
Oh, right. See, I tried to use this map, and it's It's like
9.
9.
They did such a good job on it, but it's so laggy. But look at its sick effects.
I'm looking at the loading screen.
I can't. Yeah, definitely.
I only view its beauty once every blue moon when the Wi-Fi is good.
Hashtag $2.99.
I swear, we need to get T-shirts.
We do.
To say 99.
I'm
Too
in.
bad I only wear hoodies.
I'm kind of in.
I'm not.
European internet, let me tell you.
We
And I
have
got
European-
upgraded internet too. It's supposed to be high speed.
Yeah.
I have that white
Same.
girl internet, and still I'm at 99.
I have that white girl internet. What does that even mean?
Also, I don't think we should get t-shirts that say 99 because I googled what 99% is, like, stands for.
Go on.
And the 99, Wikipedia says the 99ers is a colloquial term for unemployed people in the United States. Most citizens who have exhausted all of their unemployment benefits, including unemployment extensions.
I mean,
That
it
fits me
fits.
to a T.
That fits.
That's chat. Yo, chat, you're unemployed as fuck.
It'll just be the Foundry loading bar that just says 99. You know, it wraps all the way around the body. You know, and at the very end, it'll just be 99.
I'm in.
Dude, that's the maternity shoe right
Yeah, I
before you
just
give
got
birth.
99.
Yeah, it's the 99%. Oh my god, the maternity shoots are gonna be crazy.
One day.
I'm still scrolling through them. Like, they're so good. Some of these women, mad creative, you know.
Okay, so
99.
Yeah, I'm still 99.
you're not in there yet. Okay.
Also, Storm, sorry, I cut you off on the white girl internet.
I'm in.
If
Why?
you're in,
Because
about
I'm
to
a
be
white
in,
girl.
too.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Is it because I'm pregnant?
Pregnant.
Who? Yeah, dude.
Gante.
Who doesn't like disrespecting a nice pregnant lady, dude?
I love how it crashed for me.
God damn it. Alright, I'm just gonna switch maps.
Nah,
going
mate.
well.
I just got in. You can't do this to me.
I'm just gonna reload.
Okay.
Yo, I'll just share a screen, bro. I don't. You'll see me. You'll see me if I get distracted and start looking at pregnancy shoots.
Sarah looks for the most unlocking place she could take her group and goes there.
Yep. Hey, Rainzz.
Hey,
How do you say
Storm.
pregnant in German?
Schwanger.
Oh.
Can you do that one more time?
Schwanger.
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 It's with ER at the end, so schwanger.
Schmugger.
Schmagia.
Now it sounds like a gremlin.
So it's correct.
Kinda.
Storm, what is your cup? I just looked in better chat. What is
Isn't that cool? That's my Starbucks cup.
That is insane.
Oh my
What is
god, you would have a
Starbucks?
Starbucks cup that.
But it's
Yeah.
like unicorn.
I've never been to Starbucks in my life.
It's unicorn, and I'm sipping my iced coffee on it.
You won't like that. They don't have fries.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't
Oh
visit.
god.
My favorite part, Storm, is my face is on your shirt.
Yeah, it's my Tim and Eric shirt.
What?
But Tim, you've never seen Tim and Eric awesome show? Great job.
I have, yes.
It's like I went to one of their live shows and I got this T-shirt
Wait, but why is Lolly's face on it?
because she's right on my boob.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, I
No,
forgot.
wait. Lolly's in Tim and Eric.
Yep.
Okay.
That's fantastic.
Anyway, enough. Slams fist. What do you guys
That's
do?
a lot of fries.
Stop showing your fries.
I'm paying for this time. I can show you whatever I want.
Are we safe now?
Sera, at the last moment there of moving here, Sera feels her tentacles slip away from Effie. We're here, but with short one.
Mm-hmm.
She'll find her. She'll find her way.
Challa sighs, looks at Sera and says, I agree. But first, he turns to the party, the rest of the party, because Sera's behind him. He thinks it's a decent time. I think I should probably... No. I apologize to all of you. I didn't mean to instigate Effie like that. I could see she and I were both a little antsy, and I wanted to investigate the town. I had no idea she was going to do that, or the significance of this tree stump. I don't think I've been paying much mind to this place. But my sincerest apologies. He stutters very heavily as he tries to say anything else, and he kind of grumbles on his words. But he eventually lands at saying, I don't think I've ever caused such a mismanagement of morals, at least within the party as of yet, and I do not wish to do it again. I've been quite off my balance beam recently. I've been slipping the landing a little bit more often than I should.
Seino will...
Perhaps I need some time to fold away.
Seino will look up to Challa and will go, I'm just surprised. You always seemed like a very logical person. This seemed so unlike you.
Perhaps not. Can't be quite sure right now.
Luka pipes up, and I agree with Seino. This was totally left field for you. I cannot comprehend what has persuaded you to do this, but this has caused a grave effect for everybody. We lost so much potential with this.
I agree. But I'm not one to dwell without proper equilibrium and a stasis to meditate. Just now, before we continue, very quickly, I wish to pass you on my sincere and utter apology. And I'd understand if you wish to cast me out at this very moment.
Luka sighs, but places a firm hand on Challa's shoulder. I can overlook this. However, it will be your actions I'll be watching for. With those, you'll prove to me that you've made up for that. And he lets go of him.
There is no making up. There is just in front of us. There is just the future. And I guess if you wish to, none of you wish to cast me out now, we should step into it.
Maelie mounts up on Ayaza and says to Challa, hey, no worries. You're forgiven on my end. I think I have a reasonable understanding why you did what you did. She just tips her hat.
Thank you, Maelie. Many thank yous. He says, almost relieved.
You go first.
Oh, I was just gonna say, he as he's bowing his head slightly, he shoots a slight eye towards Seino and Irha's direction.
Seino will look like his eyes like move around a little bit, and then we'll look up. I just hope you will find a solution to whatever caused this slight imbalance. I accept your apology, but you have to, maybe think more about what your actions could cause in the future.
He just gulps, nods his head.
Right.
Well, don't let me hold you. He kind of giggles as he takes some steps towards Sera on the way forward. And my apologies to you too, Sera.
And
Nothing to apologize for. Just be
Thank
more
you for
effective.
Thank you for allowing us to escape.
Do we?
Welcome.
So, what happened to Effie? Did she choose to stay behind? What happened?
Yes. I can only teleport those willing.
So now what do we do?
We go in there. Unless you'd rather stay on a planet full of rotting dragons far powerful than us who want to destroy us.
Yes, I believe Effie has confused our trust in her, in our willingness to continue on and act within our best interests, even when she's in a dangerous scenario. I think this is what she would want, and I'm not one to poke at that beast any more than I have already.
Does Sira feel any different from the oath she got from Effie? Like, what happened when that snapped into place?
You definitely feel the presence of Babylon, as all oaths bear his mark. But other than that, no.
Okay.
She'll find her way. She always does. So where are we going?
I guess going after her would just be a death sentence.
I'm not
This
going
time.
after her.
So, I guess we have to travel.
It would be. There's no point going back if we want to be slaughtered by dragons. So, let's move forward then. That's the only thing we can do. Our only path. If someone could move me, because I can't move. I'm still having problems with Foundry.
That's
As
okay.
Maelie rides to the edge of the dream, she passes Sera and she tips her hat and says, "Hey, surprised, but thanks." And then she just hops into the dream with everyone else.
So, like, one step before entering the dream, Seino will say, "I'm always impressed by the power you possess," and he will step in.
All the compliments start to make Sira's head expand.
Oh no, her pride. It's growing.
Her head tentacles swell. I'm joking, no, that happens.
I do have
She's
to
pregnant with
think-
pride.
Go ahead, Roxy.
Luka just thanked Sera for teleporting them.
It's like when you're getting on the city bus and you thank the bus driver.
Yeah.
Tips?
I still do it.
I accept tips in the form of material, not verbal.
Oh my god.
I
I
can
just
give
he
you
doesn't
solid
look at you, but he
letter.
gives you a curt thank you as he steps into the dream.
All right. Real quick. Hey, can one of you mods help that guy? He needs a list. Anyway. So all of you except Luka. Oh, Luka.
No,
Oh,
Luka's
wait, no,
going
no,
in.
no, wait. I'm gonna stay right at the edge. I'm gonna walk by you, but I have to stay at the edge. I'm sorry, I remembered something specific.
Yeah, I can't move right now as I can't access Foundry.
Oh, there we
I'm
go.
already in the dream. I'm just lagging too hard to move. I'm sorry.
All right.
As long as everyone's in first, then Irha follows.
Well, Irha,
Sera
hold on.
swoops in on her
Hold on.
newest nightmare.
Hold on.
No. Oh shit.
As you turn to enter the dream and enter to rejoin your companions, Goldenveer does not follow you.
Okay, I'm gonna walk over to Goldenveer. Is he gonna say anything, or is he just kind of like standing silently?
He just looks at you.
What's up? You gotta tell me how you're feeling. What's going on?
My heart is broken, Poopsmith.
Mine is too. Goldenveer. Mine is too.
I cannot conform the conflicting storm within my heart. I wish to go with you. But there is an unsavory feeling. A broken promise. I was assigned to a most glorious rider. But now I see the company you keep. I cannot bring dishonor upon my soul. Dishonor upon my storm.
I do understand that, Goldenveer. And in our bond, I am to look out for the best interest of you, and if that is what you want, if that is what you need, I won't stop you. But it will hurt. And I will miss you. And so will Irha. But I am still to look out for you. Whatever you're doing, whatever you choose to do. If you need me, which you probably won't, I will always want the best for you.
That is why there is conflict. I find myself in two places. One, to fly at your side. Our bond is strong. To be as two souls. To glide the astral sea. But the other is with my people. My people whom your companions have betrayed.
I feel the same. And Irha gets on his knees, kind of like in almost like a sitting pose, and he bows his head to Goldenveer. If you would do me this honor, Goldenveer, once this folly situation is dealt with, I want to return and amend this broken trust. I feel terrible how it is ended, and I want you to be able to return home. But I cannot... And he looks to the anchor where the dream is. This whole task, this stupid thing with this destructive force constantly pushing us in one direction. No time to rest, no time to sit and breathe. Folly keeps causing harm. And if I don't go with them, they could probably kill him or die trying. Maelie might try to talk the party into talking some sense with him, or just seeing what's going on, but I doubt the party will listen. I need to be there for Maelie. To help Maelie in that. But I want to come back here. I want to fix things, Goldenveer. I really do. Ira's not sure what else to say.
Ryder. This decision is not easy for me. If I were to step through and follow you, I would be leaving my people behind. But I am no fool. I know of the importance of your mission. That this being threatens more than just my world. But what point would be there to stop it if we sacrificed who we are upon the way? If there's not to be anything left to save?
Ira stands back up and looks around. What would you have us do, God and Fear? I think your people want us dead. There is... And he just kind of sighs. And kind of like, almost throwing a tantrum, shakes his arms around in the air. He's like, they cause so much chaos. If we bring them back... Is there any way to talk this out with your people?
Perhaps not. I imagine that is what the accused intends to do. I do not know whether or not your companion will survive, but in either case, she shall face draconic justice. But as for us, my dear Poopsmith, I do not wish to stay. I do not wish to miss what adventures we might have together. I have been bound in the storm for some time. My soul has not been rebirthed in quite some time. And with the sickness of my people cured, that is also something that cannot be ignored. Your actions have healed, or at least began the healing of my world as well. I am sure that my people will see reason. But folly is a threat to us all. Know this, Ryder. I cannot avail such dishonorable actions again. Forgiveness is not a draconic trait. But wisdom is. The actions we would perform together are greater than the transgression performed today. You will have me for some time yet. Come, let us join the others.
Do you have like someone you want to go tell bye, or like family, friends? It might be some time.
Oh, it would be very awkward if we did that, Smith. Come along, let us go into the dream. Yes, very good.
Alright. And Irha does breathe a sigh of relief as Godemvir walks along and makes jokes with him. What?
No, stop it.
Oh, wait.
Stop
Oh,
it.
you're right, you're right.
You watch again upon me. Not the horse.
I did not! They are not here! That did not happen!
Alright, and so the party, sans Effie, will enter the dream to continue their journey. Meanwhile...
Oh god.
Oh,
no,
yes.
what does that mean?
Well, meanwhile, back at the camp.
Back in Lutum.
I bet Effie has a wonderful time. I bet they brought tea.
Alright, Effie. Your allies have disappeared. Sera's teleportation has freed them. You, however, have been left behind. What do you do?
I go and pick up the 18 Draken mark that Sera left on the ground.
Yeah.
Kind of carefully stacking them in her hand. And then she puts the little pile down like those people do with the rocks, you know, when they stack the rocks on the trail.
A cairn? Yeah.
Sure. She puts them down next to her, and then she takes her daggers out of their sheaths. And she kind of lays them down next to her and sits crisscross applesauce with her hands on her knees waiting for the roars to get closer.
Hut, 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 hut. Oh dear. The lock's door. Oh my god.
They
Hut,
sure
hut,
are
hut,
taking a
into
long
closed door.
time. We're sounding the alarm.
Oh,
This is
well.
good to know.
Oh my god.
This is not a banger. Okay. The false frames approach you. Their weapons drawn, which in this case are implemented weapons with their arms and things like that. And the roars get closer and closer. Until finally... Oh boy. Why is this one fucking this big? What the fuck?
Whoa.
Okay. Everyone, appearance. Well, at least I'm getting quick at this. Okay. The first dragon to appear is this one.
Our boy! The OGs are coming.
Ooh.
Effie's getting the band back together.
Anus.
It's not his name!
I forgot we called him that.
His name is not Anus!
Anus, it's so good to see you again.
The metal singer Anus. Oh, come look at my butthole.
Anus, the metal singer.
Come look at my butthole.
Anyway. Aeneas, not anus, lands with a very big frown on his face. He'll look down at Effie, and then he will state, "I do not know why you have done this, but you will face draconic justice. Your companions have left. Their guilt is paramount. But we shall determine the truth. I am disappointed, to say the least. Come. We must stand before the rest of the council."
She leaves her stuff and is completely defenseless and can't get in. Oh, now we can. And she kind of stands over here next to Aeneas, not Anus.
I could feel you struggling.
I was struggling.
Okay. Alright, and then slowly, one by one, the rest of the council begins to appear. A blue dragon.
Is that Blue Eyes White Dragon?
A blue dragon. A blue dragon lands. My God.
If it doesn't have a Joey Wheeler voice, I'm gonna be very disappointed.
Blue Eyes is hornier than I remember.
Oh, hold on. I forgot to show this. This is the blue dragon that lands.
He is a devious grin, dude. He looks like he's about to pickpocket you for sure.
I remember Alanis. We didn't see his dragon form before.
No.
Yeah. He's gonna fall in a cup and throw at you for sure. Dude.
This is Caesar, the metallic storm.
Ooh.
Oh,
Caesar.
dude.
God, they look so cool. Good that we're arch enemies.
Sure.
Time for that sick, nasty dragon content.
Dude, this white dragon's definitely the dragon the rest make fun of because he can't grow a full beard. You see that? He had just his bum fluff on his chin. He is roasted.
How do they get in the tree stump?
They're not inside the tree stump. They're above it.
Oh. Am I in the tree stump or am I above the tree stump?
They flew you up there.
Oh, okay, cool.
Bro, I just realized this is actually a tree. Holy shit.
What this whole time, Zahaab?
Dude, I honestly, I've been, dude, I'm gonna be real, right? I haven't even realized that this place was important. I really thought Effie's just robbing some like random guy's house. I didn't even realize it was that deep.
I think Zahaab was on standby on Dragonstar.
Okay.
Why is he giving us the light skin stare? What's with this golden guy, dude?
Oh, hold on. Bloop. Okay.
Golden man, take me by the hand.
Golden man, take me by the hand.
By the hand.
All right, and you see this creature appear.
Haku?
Anaboa, the astral storm.
That's what I thought.
I'm glad I wasn't the only one.
Yeah. Whenever Nara describes his dad, this is what I imagine.
No face, where are you?
Your hero.
Okay. I'm over here trying to provide the best content I can, and I'm just getting laughed at. All right.
Cool.
And then finally,
Bro, 6 dragons a lot, dude. Don't they have bad things to do with their time?
Hey, Vile, my man.
hey, you remember when we fought?
Yeah.
I still don't like how
7.
I still don't like how human his hand looks. Like it's too. It's crazy. This shit's uncomfortable, dude.
All right. As each of the dragons lands, Aeneas will lightly but firmly push Effie towards the center.
She goes.
Alright, and as you stand in the center and each of the dragons lands and looks at you with varying degrees of stoic indifference towards pity or various degrees of bemusement, The first dragon to speak will be Vile. This human stands accused. Who would be her accuser? The false frame will approach. This one has accused this human of stealing the theft of... How many dragon marks do you steal? 13 or 18?
18.
18 dragon marks. Vile will then look to you, Effie. How do you plead?
Guilty.
The accused has admitted their guilt, and now sentencing shall be allowed. The cost for theft is the removal of the instruments that allowed you to do them. Draconic law indicates that the hand shall be removed from the person. Vile will look to each of the other dragons. And each one of them have differing levels of being okay with that. But the first one to speak is this dragon. The astral storm dragon will uncoil herself, much like a snake, and will say, "Surely such a thing as... It does not match the crime. 18 dragon marks were stolen. It is as simple as that. This was no small or paltry sum. Perhaps not. But this is also the individual that, who by her party's actions as well, saw that our land would be healed. Are we truly to forget the deeds that she has done? I agree. The amount of good that she has done surely has outweighed this transgression of theft. It's 18 dragon marks. Who fucking cares? She is AFK.
I don't know how Lolly set me to AFK.
Oh. Sorry. I was gonna go get salad. Keep going.
Anyway. It was 18 dragon marks. Who cares? It's not a lot of money for us. It is not about the amount, it is the principle. I think we should hear her out. Yes, let her speak so that I may record it. Yes, speak, please. Words.
I am guilty. After we healed the dying lands and closed the rift in the dream, we defeated a Windigaden, one of yours, that was corrupted. And she kind of sits down crisscross applesauce. Before we get to my transgression, I do want to share with you the knowledge that I have gained. While we were closing the rift, I was able to walk into the expanding dream that Onan Woad gave to us, this pearl that we could throw into the scar that would then heal it. And I walked into that explosion. On the other side, I saw, I think Onan Woad said that it was a wheel. There were 7 circles with 7 people inside of it and stones floating all around. And by some degree, I was able to take this with me. And she slowly pulls out the Law Stone, being very careful that they can see her hands and that she's going very slow. I was able to take this with me, and somebody pushed me out of that realm, whom Onan Woad both believe is Lord Death.
All the dragons will look a little gaspy The mention of that. Continue.
They wanted me to have this. I don't know why. I don't know what my purpose is here. All I know is that we have been tasked by the gods to go defeat this folly person who is causing so much damage and is a continuation of the Violet. I, upon my return, in my ignorance, thought that if I stole Drakenmark, I could somehow help the rest of my party by using that to ensure we had the equipment we needed for this fight. And I'm not going to apologize for doing it. I'm going to apologize that I couldn't help my party.
Each of the dragons will look at each other. I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
You had just returned, and according to the assessor's account, on the cusp of being rewarded. If what you needed was 18 Drakenmark, could you not have just asked?
I figured when we were in Drakenholm, I found some paperwork that was left behind in the bank that alluded to the evacuation of the town, and that there was some Drakenmark hidden. I figured, of me being greedy, that I could somehow get more.
So it
I
was
didn't
greed
think.
that claimed
She
your
nods.
heart. Well, the first step in solving a problem is admitting that you have one. So, I have a question, little human. Why did you steal it? Why didn't you steal something else?
The first thing that I knew was here was Drakenmark.
So it was just convenient for you.
It was convenient, yes.
I cannot get over the fact that we are here over 18 Drakenmark. Shall I pay the council her debt? Would that get everybody? I want to go back to sleep. You will take your job seriously. Oh, whatever. It remains still to be seen. Theft has occurred. Its amount is irrelevant. The accused has spoken her piece and has admitted her guilt. Now it is time for judgment. Draconic law dictates that her hands must be taken from her. But the council is in disapproval of this punishment. What punishment would you suggest? I do not believe that she needs to be punished. She's obviously learned her lesson. You could see that many of the dragons are not okay with that. I believe that this is your softness once again playing through, sister. We cannot allow such a thing to go unpunished. Indeed, we cannot allow such a thing. Without punishment, our laws won't be respected, no matter what humans come through. Fine.
Speaking of humans, might I interject?
The dragons will look at you.
And I figured you might want to know this knowledge since Drakenholm has been lost to you for quite some time. When myself and the tall, blonde tentacle wizard was exploring Drakenholm, I saw a human within the Dying Lands.
Gasp! Sorry.
I would assume that from what you told us, there was no other humans here, which is why that caught me by surprise, and I figured you might all want to know about that.
Another human? But that's impossible. They're all gone. I suppose it is possible that some might have survived the corruption of Drakenholm. But how? The corruption is... well, it's all-encompassing, isn't it? He's just starting to write. Well, seems this one's done a lot for us. Curing Drakenholm, absolving the curse, finding other humans. I'd say that's worth 18 Drakenmark. No! She must be punished. Decide. We could take an equal amount of worth from her? That seems straightforward. I do not agree with this action. To strip her of her belongings would simply make her task ahead that much harder. It may even lead to her death. That is the same as paramount of execution, to leave her defenseless. I still believe she should not be punished. That's it! Fine, I'll do it. I will enact her sentencing. Does that work for you, Judge? Indeed. Alright, the blue dragon. Alanis Vectum will stand above you. There's not really a lot of space up here. Hold on.
Do we get the handsome man back?
Ooh, ooh.
What was that?
They found Effie's
That
weakness.
reaction.
He's gonna ask Effie to marry him.
Your punishment is being bound to me.
Oh, I forgot this was his
I'm a dragon baby. I forgot.
Yeah, you forgot he had sus face.
Look at those hands.
Yeah, he is. He's got the worst poker face, dude. I'd steal all his money, except for this time. Next time, we'll steal all his money.
All right, he will walk up to Effie, steepling his fingers, taking a long look at her. So
She obviously has her sunglasses off, and you can see her eyes from once.
all right, you need to be punished.
She holds out her hands.
No, I ain't gonna cut your hands off. That's barbaric. We don't do that anymore. The law clearly states. The law also states that I'm not allowed to wear a hat. Vial will be quiet. Good. Now. Okay. 18 Drakenmarks. This'll work. And he just starts slapping the shit out of you. Don't do it again! No stealing! Hear me? Hear me?
Okay. No stealing from the dragons. Okay, I got it.
Stop! Stealing from the dragons!
I will stop stealing from the dragons!
Oh, look at me! I believe in the god of thievery! Slap! No! Stop it!
Okay, no dragons. No dragon stealing.
You have a giant red welt on your cheek. Good.
Dragon shaped.
Also, how much money you got?
2 Drakenmark.
He starts going through your pockets. All right, let's see what you got in there. 2 Drakenmark, throws that in the air. Let's see what else you got in here. I'm going in your inventory. This diver dagger, I'll take that.
Oh.
Let's see what else. Got a necklace of Sekelcuse. Gross. I don't need that. Box of angel teeth. Oh yeah, that's definitely mine. Let's see what else. Is this a skin purse?
Yeah, it was from the Islas.
Yeah, I don't care. All right.
You want my moon blood cloth?
Oh no, one more thing. He hits you with a curse. You have disadvantage on all sleight of hand checks until I say otherwise.
Oh, god damn it.
Maybe that'll learn you. Is that sufficient, Judge? It is very light, but yes. Good. Now, Draconic law also dictates that we pay our debts. But seeing as how you're a saucy little vixen that decided to cause a bunch of problems, now your friends have abandoned you. Do you know where they went?
If I was a betting woman, and she winks, but no, not now I'm not, I would think that they tried to escape through the same dream anchor that we fixed.
I see. Each of the dragons will look around. We could take her there. You would have us provide transport. One of our holiest rituals. Oh, get off yourself. Look, we came here with blood on our mind, like we were going to really tear into all of them. And instead, we find that she has surrendered herself to our laws. I think that requires at least some essence of decorum on our part. Wouldn't you say?
I came fully expecting the same of you guys ripping me apart in whatever justice you wanted to serve. Whatever extra is extra.
Alright, Caesar will transform down. And you will see this.
Oh, silver fox.
Yikes. Look at that square jaw.
Look at those eyebrows. Also, Effie pipes up. When we saw the human, we were in this temple, and there was a giant petrified dragon inside of a ritual circle. Don't know if you guys want to check that out.
Hold on, I'm transforming dragons.
Pokemon!
I want to show off Waymaker's art. He did a very good job with these dragons.
Oh, we actually get to see some dragon content, you guys?
I know!
Yo!
Dragon content! Yeah! Okay, I think everybody else is... I wish I could make some of this stuff like default setting. That would be very, very, very good. All right, this is Aeneas.
Mm-hmm.
This is Talos. Hey.
Oh, I remember him.
Yeah, we know. I think we know Aeneas, Talos, and Alonus and Vile.
So you're telling
Yeah.
me just one handsome man cooked up all of these drawings?
Ah, Vile. The Chad.
Okay, now Haku.
No, Haku, yeah.
All right, I, Haku, shape-shifting master of darkness. And then finally, the astral storm will unveil herself. Chat's about to lose their minds.
Oh.
Because there's tits, dude.
Yo!
She's cute.
She looks
I like
from
her a lot.
Bossing Say or something like that.
she looks like Uncle Iroh in female version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like the grandma from Katara from Avatar.
Isn't
Was
that...
this character used somewhere else?
Ah, you've noticed it.
I
Yes,
did.
and there's a reason for that.
Ooh.
Oh, yes. Alrighty. Alanis will then look around, and then we'll say, are we in concordance then? Everybody kind of nods. Good. Then I'll be the one to pass your judgment. You have been punished, Effie. You have been forgiven. Your comrades have abandoned you. or you abandoned them. I would like to provide her transport of the official capacity of the dragons. Does any of this council of opposement? No one really says anything. Good. Come with me.
She comes with him. Can I grab my daggers on the way out?
No. Alright, pick up your shit.
She picks up her shit, but leaves the dragon mark.
He'll pocket that. Next time, don't fuck up.
She nods.
Alright, cool. I'll give you a ride.
I much appreciated.
Oh, right.
Bro, when you...
Alright, he'll just grab you, like with his claw. Like he just grabs you.
She kind of like never-ending stories in his hand.
I don't
like
know what
on her
that
belly.
is.
You know, like when he's on the fucking dog.
yes.
And he's like, yay! So she's like laying on her stomach, but in his claw.
Alright, I'll pick you up and fly you to where that was.
Yo, the first time Effie is riding someone.
That is lowbrow. Alright, eventually, a few, it still takes like an entire day, despite him going very fast. Because I think he has the highest fly speed out of all the others. He was like 300 feet fly speed, so still takes him, even if he hastes himself, it's still going to take him like an entire day to get there. But
Somewhere in the dream, Sera looks
I have
smug.
to go to the bathroom.
alright, so reaching hypersonic speeds, eventually he will come to the point. Something you start to notice is that the closer he gets, the sicker he becomes. His scales start to peel back a little bit. Even
That's so sick.
even though you have cured the curse, it seems that it still lingers in the air, and he is very much putting his life at risk doing this. Which is why he doesn't really fly closer to the ground. He gets to a point to where he can see the entrance to the dream, the kind of the torn veil, and he will say, "Good luck," and he will just fucking dunk you into it.
She, as she's probably flying back first towards the thing, she gives him a wave. Bye.
Man, I'm really glad that you surrendered and faced draconic law instead of trying to fight them, because that would have been bad. So very, very bad.
That would have been bad.
It was only 6 dragons.
There was only 6 dragons of the council.
Only.
I mean, if I remember correctly, we finished a trial with File where he didn't even try. Right?
Alrighty then. To be clear, to make sure I did not have a brain aneurysm, you did not tell them about the Law Stone, right?
I did.
You did?
I pulled it out in front of them.
Well, I completely fucking lost track of that, so that was my fault. Let me make sure that there's nothing I've got to retcon on that. I don't think so. Because I know they told him about Lord Death. And then, okay, no, that wouldn't have mattered. Okay, good. So I check something in my notes here real quick. Okay. Good. Then everything's together. I'm gonna get you off this really laggy fucking map.
Alright.
I'm assuming that we were traveling for that day.
Yeah.
Well, time moves differently in the dream, so it only seemed like an hour or so.
But we were well into the dream at that point, like just traveling.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she's gonna have to figure out some way to catch up to you.
Is this a good point for a little pee break?
Sure.
Thank you.
Bet.
You guys didn't hear this, but I did a great joke about it can't be a little PP break because Luka's PP is too big. I can't do the joke again because I was muted.
Nice mute, bro.
You just
Thank you.
did the joke again.
No, it was archaic and long.
Like Luka's pee-pee.
There we go. Oh, nice rounding out. What was that? What was that old Bossing Say lady saying? What other campaign was she in?
She's in Haikyuu. And
The
there's-
anime?
No, not the anime.
Okay.
Dragon Tales, dragon.
So I've hung around with a lot of people recently that just take lore from other people and drop into their shit. It's sorry. It's just... It's a funny one. Dude, you should just start stealing lore. You should add Batman to fucking Bayroom, dude.
I'm
be
the
pissed.
Batman. Skibbity-dub-dub-dub-dub.
Yeah, dude.
Alrighty, let's do this. Let me loading you guys up on this map.
The irony of Effie now facing justice and being fine on Dragonstar and the rest of the party isn't lost on me.
No, we all fine too.
Be right back.
You face the justice for all of us.
No.
Yes.
Yeah. It's Sharia law. If it's what I'm thinking, then it's Sharia
Just
law.
like we were all condemned by one's action, we're all excused for one's action.
Well, you
Yeah.
guys were specifically called out for fleeing and not facing justice.
That's cool.
Our
I'm still
fates are
mad at chat.
intertwined.
We are
Mad at
entertained.
Chad?
I'm mad at chat because they didn't join in with my spam, dude. That would have been so fucking hype. I was doing some Sharia law spam and nobody hopped in. Quite sad.
I'm the scat man.
Yeah, books, bruh. Big bruh. We're waiting here, dude. This is like $2 worth of waiting.
Speaking of waiting, if you guys haven't used your Twitch Prime recently, go on the bottom right hand corner. There's an option to subscribe to Arcadum and use your Twitch Prime. Did you know they want to take away Twitch Prime because not a lot of people are using it? If you use it, it'll reset the counter.
Whoa.
Wow, wow.
Yeah, your
Wow,
Twitch
wow.
Prime bucks. You. Only you can save Twitch Prime
Only you.
from annihilation.
Yep. Use
I've
your
been
Twitch
playing
Prime
this
now.
new game called Gourd,
Gord?
and I am like 5 hours into it, and I still don't know if I like it.
Do you
Some
play as
games are
Gord?
like that.
I thought it was more RPG-esque, and I thought I got to play this like rad-looking wildling woman throughout the game. It's not that. It's like a city builder. It's like a city builder slash colony sim. I'll show you guys a link.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome
I'm
back.
not.
Also, there's something that, sorry, I'm off my game right now. There is something I forgot to tell you. While you were on the trial, the Law Stone would have been reacting to the presence of the dragons. Not in a way that they could perceive, but in a way that Effie could. It seems to pulse, or it seemed to have pulse while in their presence, and while you were on trial.
Can you kind of describe, is it like a vibration?
Yeah.
Or...
You got a vibrator, baby.
She would put it in her pants.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got a pocket rocket from Lord
Got a
Death.
full vagina.
You got a vibrator on
the legendary lawful vagina. You have a +3 lawful vagina in attack position.
Face down in defense mode.
Ooh, that's my favorite.
You get your own grappling check.
Yep.
Oh my god. Your pussy is now lawful good.
Arcadum?
Yeah, what's up? Yeah.
What would their reactions have been to pulling the Lost Stone out?
Well, you mentioned it along with Lord Death, but it seems that the stone is not as perceivable to them as it is to you.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. Okay.
Okay, so now we gotta do some dream shit. Okay, Seino, the party is now in the dream.
Well...
Where are you going?
Yeah, where am I going? So Seino will approach Zahaab.
Challa.
Yo, where is he?
Approach Challa, sorry. Where is he? There. And he will say, so, normally if I guide through the dream, I have to visualize or anything like that kind of action to see if I can find the strings in the dream to follow them. But since we're searching for basically the edge of this like plane, I don't. The only information I have is that we're searching for basically your god's guidance. So the only thing I have is that you tell me something about you, the Great One.
If I may, if I recall correctly, I thought we were to go back to the gods and they would take us part of the way.
Yeah, you recall correctly. Onan Woad said that they would kind of sort of shoot us through the dream until we got to the edge of the Shattered Gate, and then we had to hope that Mr. Inu was going to accept us on his end.
Oh.
Where we would have a vessel to use to get to Band.
Sorry, a lot have happened. I lost some information.
Well, then no need to divulge all of that. We might have lost your own involved.
You're off this time, buddy. Okay, no. There was.
I mean, your information might be useful on the other side of the dream, Challa.
If we get there.
I think if we are on the other side of the dream, Challa has to take from there, probably. And okay, so Seino will sit down and try to visualize the place that he met Owen and Woke before. He will, like, his first action would be to try and, like, I guess, contact them if they come to them, or if not, then he would travel there. That's basically a sort of...
Alright, you're visualizing where you saw them last. Now what?
Seino will think about the place and about the two gods, and will say, Owen, Woad, we have now re-entered the dream. we are ready to go to the edge of this plane.
Of Twilight.
Yep. Will you take?
She said it!
Us there? Will you take us there? And then he waits for a response. If they respond.
Oh!
It just appears.
Hello!
Ah,
For the first time, Luka doesn't jump from being surprised.
Hello, everyone!
Hello, Owen. Thank you for coming.
You're welcome. My dear brother's a little bit busy right now, so I'll be taking care of your transportation.
Thank you.
You are
Could
most
we-
welcome.
I have.
We are short one
Oh, yeah.
compatriot. If you
What
could
if
keep
you
an
were
eye
short?
for-
I don't think that's
could-
very nice to say.
If you could keep an eye for Effie, the changeling, she may be entering the dream, your realm.
Ira
Somewhere.
scoffs.
indeed. You remember Effie?
Is she the one with the big lips?
Yes, white hair,
I bet
changeling
she
form.
could heal a lot of ouchies with those lips.
You'd be surprised. They're more talk than utility. All bark, no bite, if you get what I mean.
She's a dog?
All bark, no smooch. It's quite sad.
That's hilarious coming from you since you like to lip lock with her a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Challa has nobody else as he has his eyes locked with Owen.
Well, all right. It's time to start the transportation ritual. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, everyone stand at attention now. We're mounts. We become spiritual aspects. Ah. Okay, now everyone stand in a circle.
Is that possible with all of us?
You
Wait,
try your best.
Sera, why'd you move out
If
of
Sira
place?
gets over here,
There you go.
yeah.
All right, now the ritual's very precise, so do exactly as I say, okay?
Okay.
We don't want you to end up somewhere terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go. Now, first place your right foot in the center of the circle.
Their place is half of
Luka looks at him like very confused.
And
but
then
does it
take
anyway.
your right foot and put it back where it came from.
I think I knew the stance.
And then you put it back into the circle and you shake it.
Is it the
our
hocus
leg?
pocus?
The what?
We shake our leg.
Yes.
How long
Yes.
do we have to keep shaking?
Only a little bit. You're doing it too much.
Okay.
Oh, the ritual's starting to come unveiled. Oh, good.
Okay, maybe
You
we need
saved
to
it.
do it a little bit slower.
Now, put your left foot in. You take your left foot out. Put your left foot in. Then you shake it all about.
Are you making us dance?
No.
This is how magic rituals always go.
No,
Think
this
about
is-
me and Challa.
Yeah, this is how you have to do it.
Luka sighs.
Okay, here we go. I can feel the energies. Hokey pokey.
I like that his voice got deep when he said that.
Yeah, just curious.
Oh. You. They can still see me. Hello. The scene should be
It is confirmed. The gods can break the fourth wall. At
Just
least
so-
Owen can.
Just so Owen knows, I think he's a bitch. Oh no! I wasn't Challa. Why are you? Why is he finishing?
Now kill him.
Just got grabbed and disappeared.
1,000 years in the dark shadow.
I'm back, guys. Well, just have to say something to me real quick.
Owen is a bitch. What did you say to my little brother? Oh god.
Oh my god.
Say that shit again.
Yeah, he gave me, he showed me that Sharia law I was asking for Effie.
Oh my god, dude.
Now you're pregnant.
A short time later.
They're not falafel. I forget that, dude.
Alright, Effie. You
Oh,
fall back first into the dream.
Ah, my back! It's almost like it's broken in 3 places.
I'm sorry that you're injured. That was not my intention.
Too real.
Too real. Self-insert.
But thankfully, someone was waiting for you. Hello!
Hey, Owen. I'm sorry, I'm a little down.
Oh, there's no need to be down.
I can't steal anymore.
Oh, that's too bad. But
What am I gonna do?
Well, there's lots of things you can do. You could lie. Isn't that great? Lie can be like stealing.
Yeah, but, you know, when you serve the god of thieves, and you can't steal... like,
Oh,
what
you
use
mean
am I?
Seckledeckles?
Yeah, Seckledeckle.
Oh, don't you worry. He's really understanding about this kind of stuff.
But he told me I need to steal more.
You know what? You look really sad. And Brother Woad said to make sure that you were at 100% strength before I sent you off to certain death. So, I know what I'm gonna do. Don't you worry. I'll take good care of you.
Okay, Owen.
Beep, 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 beep. Hold on, I have to wait for him to answer.
Okay.
Beep, beep, beep. Oh, I have a connection. Hello? Yes, this is me. What do you mean? You said I could talk to you if I ever wanted to. I don't know what a text is. You need to come here. One of you... What? No, it's of the utmost importance. Yes, it's one of them. She's very sad. Okay. Uh-huh. No, my brother isn't here right now. The vault? Well, I guess I could let you into the vault. Okay, sure. Look. He's on his way.
Ooh.
Okay, here we go.
Oh.
God, why is Woad not here, dude?
Oh my god, is this my idol? The guy I cosplayed?
Wait, you cosplayed somebody?
Well, in game I cosplayed Cyclic Fuse.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I mean.
That's the guy. That's the guy.
No, I actually cosplayed him in real life. God, I would be so sick.
Alright, here we go.
My god, that's it.
Hey.
Sickle cues.
What's up?
I got shook down by the dragons.
Yeah, you had it coming. You got caught.
I know.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I let you down. I left the force down.
What are you talking about? You didn't let me down. You got caught. I just told you to steal. I didn't say don't get caught. I mean, obviously, you don't want to get caught. But, you know, you tried your best. Although maybe next time, don't steal when you're about to get rewarded. That's kind of stupid.
I didn't think we were gonna get rewarded.
Well, they're dragons. They keep their word. Plus, you've got the epitomes of law in your pocket. Also, yeah, why do you have one of the pillars of creation?
I don't know. I flew into an explosion of the dream. Came out with this. Lord Death is what Owen and Woad said.
That's right! The big and scary one! Yeah, it's cool, Owen. Look, here's the thing, right? I was kind of in the middle of something. And, Owen doesn't really know how to use his god powers wisely. That's not very nice. I'm very wise. Okay, I didn't mean it like that. I meant like... Why are you depressed?
Because I can't steal anymore.
Who says?
The dragons.
Fuck dragons.
But I'm not good at it anymore.
So, that doesn't mean you can't steal. Besides, it's not like it stopped you before.
No, but I used to be very good at it, and now I'm only half as good.
And yet you got caught.
And yet I got caught.
So maybe it's not about how good you are. It's about having that grind set.
Grind?
Yeah, that's right.
You want me to grind?
That's right. Nose to the grindstone. Get it done. Who gives a shit if you're bad at it? Steal it. And if you can't use your hands because they're all dumb and they don't listen to you, then use your words. Use your allies. Use everybody around you. Steal from the rich. Punish them. Show them what's up. Dance
if the dragons were rich.
Well, yeah. But, you know. You don't steal from dragons.
Well, now I know.
I thought that was obvious.
My party, they don't like me. Because I steal.
Who gives a shit if they like you? You're useful and competent. They need you.
That's true. Oh, speaking of useful and competent, Effie pulls out the 30 gold pieces she got from Owen. Or Seckle Q's.
You stole those from me?
No, you gave them to me.
Oh! Okay. Are these for me?
Those are for you.
Nice.
Told me to get them back for you, so here they are.
He'll look over at Owen. He'll smile at him. Well, what? He beats me one time in a game of God poker, and he thinks he can just take my money back.
Speaking of competency.
What? Sorry, what?
I guess I'm supposed to rejoin my party, and we're going to the Shattered Gate and then on to Band.
Yeah, it's pretty important what you guys are doing. So, like, it's my divine mandate that you stick with them.
Okay.
What? It's what you gotta do.
Yeah, but I have to deal with self-hating person, then another self-hating person.
Oh, okay, so, like, depressed people that, you know, you have to kind of be around in order to lift them up so that they'll stop being depressed and do their damn job.
Lift me up so I can fly on mountains.
Does that sound like somebody you know?
Yeah, it does.
Good. Get your shit together. Bye.
Bye.
He's so
anything
cool!
you need? Anything you need from the Shattergator Band? Bye.
He's really cool. He told me that one day I'm gonna be really cool too.
You are really cool, Owen.
I
like you
am?
a lot. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Would you like some ice powers?
Okay.
Oh no, I can't do that. Oh, my brother's gonna get mad at me.
Well, your brother's not here.
You're right, he isn't. I could do anything.
You can do
The
anything.
entirety of the dream at my beck and call.
You're the god of whimsy.
Yes.
You are.
Whimsy.
And you are unchained.
You are now a boy.
She turns into a boy.
Oh yeah, you're a changeling. That's so cool. Anyway, do you want to join your allies?
Sure. Let's get this over with.
Okay, well we have to do the ritual first.
Okay.
Now you have to take your right foot, and you have to
Puts
put
her
it
right
in,
foot.
and then you take it out, and then
Okay.
you put it back in, and
Okay.
you shake it all about.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and then you hokey pokey. Why does it keep lingering on me? Ah!
Owen is so cool.
You guys. Oh shit! I accidentally started combat with the eyes.
I know, I was like,
Oh,
what
shit.
is going on?
Fool! She fell into my trap.
Trap card.
I can do anything in the dream.
Yeah,
Every
maybe
fucking
kill.
god.
Hokey pokey. Sorry.
Hokey pokey.
That made me laugh.
Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Hokey pokey extravaganza. Be there.
All right. Well, time to travel.
Travel.
Deja vu.
I've been this place before.
I am on the street.
Okay.
Oh.
So, let me know when you're loaded.
98.
98.
I'm in.
R.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm not.
I'm seeing a map.
Good.
Damn. Ah, I'm in.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I just looked at your guys' dumb stuff. What is going on with this lady in the bronze, dude? Like, what the
Maternity.
Yeah, she's trying to gild the baby, dude. You ever come across some gilded pussy, dude?
fuck? Oh my god. All right. Everyone in?
Yep.
Mm.
So we're going here to go here.
All right. As you're sent through the dream at a blinding pace, all of you kind of float in place next to Seino, who shifts through the dream using he's basically your guiding point, your raft in this great ocean of thought and dream. Eventually, you start to pass by other realms. You can see realms such as this and this. First one that you pass is like a realm that looks very much like the one that you left behind. Another one covered in ice. Another one a series of asteroids, big rocks hurtling through the astral sea. Another one filled with water, almost to capacity, until finally, up ahead, you see a great gate just floating in the astral sea. You know that it must be Inu's realm and your final destination. However, whilst you are traveling, Sera, make me an Arcana check with advantage.
Damn.
Fuck.
Oh no.
A 1 and a 2.
Wow.
Feels bad.
Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Challa
There's
looks at his
nothing that
compass
Seino
for
can do?
directions. Challa looks at his compass for directions. In space.
In space. Space
Well,
compass.
Well, Sera, you think that you see some strange objects kind of floating way off in the distance, but you're unable to make heads nor tails of them, unfortunately. Tragedy. Are you there, Wally? I just haven't heard you
Yeah.
speak. Okay.
What a tragic disappointment. There you go. There's my reaction.
No, like,
Very disappointing that I'm playing a game decided by dice. Can't get the lore that I want. Unfortunate.
okay, jeez.
Time to put Foundry in the dice jail.
I plug my convalescence kit into the dream.
I plug my convalescence kit into the dream, and I hack the universe.
I plug it into the
Easy.
void.
I just won D&D.
Easy.
I select Folly and backspace.
Oh.
All right, give me just a second here.
I press edit. Be nice.
Remember, be yourself.
Be yourself.
Isn't that like the premise of
Names.
Overlord?
Overload?
Overlord, the anime? Isn't that like the premise of that anime? All the weebs love because they suck in real life.
Because they suck at in real life.
Yeah,
Overlord is a good anime.
there we go. There we go.
No, it's
It
because
is.
the world that they inhabit has like no sky, no trees, no grass, so like all they have is technology, so that's why they play the game.
Technology.
Technology.
I mean, Overlord plays in a game, so it makes sense.
What's going on? Is it, are we just waiting for Sera's?
yeah, I'm doing something real quick.
Ah, okay.
Arcanum's handling the guilt of hiding lore behind dice rolls.
I'm not guilty about that at all, actually.
Guilty.
In fact, it gets him bricked. Whenever somebody fails a check and he doesn't have to explain something, he's fucking like, yes, more for me and less for you.
Takes a hit of that
Yes.
sweet, sweet failure.
Yeah, dude.
I will keep all my folders. Stay away.
Yeah. He's rubbing his thighs right now, knowing that the DC was 10. He's sucking on his teeth. He's fucking giddy.
Okay, I mean that's.
I,
No.
Would you like me to stop reacting now?
Because you didn't say anything. Jeez. Okay, last time I
Arcadum.
check in on somebody, holy shit, dude. You ever been punished for giving a shit? Okay, that's cool.
Like all the time.
Like
imagine
all the
that's-
time.
But
Humanity?
that's like half of caring. That's like half of caring is being punished for in life. I think so.
I imagine Arcadum sitting there in his chair with his deep notes, petting them like an evil, like villain character. Ah, yes, no law for you.
Hee hee pee pee poo poo. Cool, that's a bully nipple pinchy.
I hope you have some money set aside so
I
you're
have none.
buried with your notes. Like you're buried with all your notes, and like it's like
So Roxa just recently read me into those giant coffins, so I think there's one already set for him.
oh okay, so
Oh yeah, I forgot about that already.
You know what really kind of bothers me is when I'm looking at my computer my door's slightly open, and it always looks like it's opening more and more because my perspective shifts.
Oh, yeah.
And it makes me always feel like there's a fucking ghost or goblin.
Good.
I'm in your walls.
That's the guilt haunting you.
Go close your door.
It's
Close
really,
the
I
door.
really feel no guilt about it. It's the, like, don't roll a fucking 2 and a 1.
That's why I'm continuing.
Okay.
Is Effie with the group yet, or is she kind of lagging behind?
Lagging behind.
Cool. Okay.
What are we waiting on?
I'm getting shit ready. Jeez.
Yeah, what are we waiting on? I have stuff to do.
I got places to be, side missions to pick up.
I did not mean to
Loot to
activate that
pillage.
one. Shit.
I won't be
Taking
right
a
back.
detour.
I won't be right back. I need to look at some videos of elephants.
Oh, let me look at some baby donkeys.
Baby donkey.
These things are so cute.
Donkeys are assholes.
Are they?
Yeah. Well, a lot of people around here have them because they'll go and kill coyotes that come onto the land.
Donkeys kill coyotes? I
Yeah,
had no idea.
absolutely.
Really
What?
good herd protectors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never heard of that.
Llamas too. Like for chickens and sheep and stuff, llamas will go around and just not like foxes or coyotes.
But look at these guys.
I'm gonna
They're
grab these.
bonkum.
I had no idea these were vicious coyote killers.
Look at him. Look at that. Look at
They're
that
so
smug.
cute.
I see the freaking murder intent in his eyes. He can't hide it from me.
Let's look at baby coyotes next. Oh, they're so cute.
It's the cuteness that fools you.
Are we back here?
Oh God,
Right?
that got so loud.
All right.
Get closing now.
Let's do this. Everyone here?
Yeah.
Thought I heard somebody get up.
I think Storm went to get a cookie.
Zahaab is still deafened.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Is Zahaab still deafened?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Lolly. I'm like living in these slides, by the way.
I know.
They're so
I love
comfy.
them so much.
Me too.
In the
I
Taco Bell
use them
slides.
to
Yes, the Taco Bell slides.
I use them to walk my dog.
Same here.
I think they're actually more comfortable than my other flip-flops.
I know, I've been going for like 1.5 mile walks at night, and I just like slip on the slides, and even by the time I'm done, my feet are still super happy, so.
They're really
now-
good.
Now my partner is like, oh, I really want a pair, and I'm like, I offered to buy you. I offered to buy you some.
Matching.
Yes, matching Taco Bell slides. I told him one side should have been Taco Bell and the other side should have been like the Colonel Sanders, since they're both owned by the same company.
I love that when you're like, so there's these Taco Bell Crocs, and I bought them immediately.
Yes, you're like
No
you had to get
question
Taco
asked.
Bell.
I was like, where's the link? Add to cart, buy, take my money.
Bye.
What did Zahaab have to go and do?
He said he was watching elephant videos.
I wonder what that means.
I do too.
Okay.
Actually, no, I don't. I don't want to know.
Where did... Is that what he's actually doing?
That's what he said. I don't know if that's actually what he's doing, but that's...
It's Zahaab. It's hard to tell.
Zahaab is a mysterious creature.
He got some free minutes for the sex hotline.
What is it the sex hotline? Is that a thing?
Yeah, you call them.
The sex hotline.
Don't you pay per minute or something?
Yeah, that's why I said he got some free minutes.
The 60 best phone sex numbers with free trials. There's 60 options.
Yeah.
All of them to
should've
assume I last a
69.
minute.
When you're in the mood to have a sizzling conversation with a stranger, there's so many numbers to choose from. This article is from 8 days ago.
And there you go.
Dude,
If you ever need some extra money.
are there still
You could
people
use the
that use that?
trial.
That's crazy.
There's a free
Yes,
trial for
definitely.
60 minutes? That's so long.
That's a long time.
Most of these are 5 minutes. 1-800-PHONE-SEX.
Probably a group call situation. That's why
Hashtag
it's so long.
ad.
1-800-KISS-ME.
Phone.
Dude, what
Here are
the fuck?
even more phone sex numbers that offer free minutes categorized by type.
Oh, he's back.
Where are the
he's
one
back from the
for-
phone sex line.
Oh, okay, let's go.
You back,
Yeah,
buddy?
what's up? I wasn't. Yeah. What's up?
Alright, here we go. Eventually, your journey through the astral sea ends in front of a massive gate. And all around this gate, you can see the apex of the stream of life swirling around the central point. It looks like a river of light, twisting like a serpent in and out of the gate's many different openings and the shattered pieces around it. You can see that there are individuals barely silhouetted against the light that appear to be attempting to repair these gates. And in the center of it all, you see a being that is massive, red, and generates an aura of kindness around it. It seems to have not noticed your presence. Nothing has. What do you guys do?
So I'm assuming we just walk up.
That seems to be the place.
Can I use Flux Sense?
Yeah.
What does it tell me about this creature? I don't understand.
When you activate Flux Sense, you can see that the energy in the area immediately around you possesses all sorts of intricate designs. If Flux is one of the many different pieces of the engine of life, you can see it brightly shining while it interweaves and moves with the other energies that form life.
So, we believe we are close to the Shattered Gate, correct?
Well, considering you see an enormous gate and many shattered ones, yes.
Challa, thinking that this is related in a tool to the Great One, as the Great One was deep follower of Inu, and thus he is one. He begins to hum a mantra none of you have ever heard. A great many complex mantras throughout sound, song loosely. It's a deep melody with words, some of which he doesn't understand, but definitely none of you understand, and he begins to move towards the gate. I believe we go this way. And he continues to hum.
Sera will follow after.
So does Luka. Kind of intrigued of the song that he's humming.
He's trying to play off like the humming's helping him, but really he's walking due to his flux sense, guiding him how to navigate this location. Wait. All of you. You must hum along. And then he'll do like one of those singing exercises vocal coaches do to coach people like ha 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 ha, ha but like with humming.
Seino
Is
will
that
hum
really
along.
the time for that?
No. It's very important for Inu. Inu
I
takes it
can
as a grand disrespect.
Is there a way to check whether or not that song is familiar to Inu or any other sort of way?
Well,
You could insight him.
The great one showed me. You can't inside other players.
What?
Yes, you can.
Only if they accept it.
Only
You
if
can't
they allow
inside
it.
other players. Only if they allow it.
yeah, it's if you believe them or not.
Yeah.
We've been
How about
inciting other players
society?
for a long time. People
Nobody's
also
inside
like,
me.
you're like,
No, wait, hold up. Nobody's inside me. I would never allow such behavior.
I don't even think that was asked in the past. If that was
you-
something possible.
No,
That-
you don't.
That's
No, it
that's,
was
that's
stated.
that's always been the rule, like
Yeah.
forever. Like, it's just that most of the time people don't. I mean, you don't have to. You just kind of do your thing and then whatever. But yeah, that's the actual rule. Is
If you, okay, wait, hold up. If the rest of the whole party wants to
Which
play
one's
like
the actual rule?
wait,
the actual,
actual-
rule has
Yeah,
always
I'm
been the
getting
case. The actual rule that has always been the case is that you cannot use social skill checks against other players unless they allow it. So, for example, you cannot use Intimidate to make another player do what you want because you beat their roll.
yeah,
Just like you cannot force a player to believe a lie that you tell. You actually have to convince them, unless of course.
Oh, I had no idea.
Unless of course you allow yourself, like basically that part is DM'd by the players. They handle that against each other. Like if you're saying some backstory about yourself, you can have a player roll insight to learn more if you want. That's up to you.
I'm gonna say this to the rest of the party. If you guys want to play like that, I don't mind. I was kidding about the how aggressive I was against it. If everyone agrees to that's how we want to play it, we'll do it.
I just had no idea. I've been playing for 2 years and I had no clue. I'm
didn't
having a
know this
moment
either. I
of
thought-
thinking back over all these different things that have happened.
Yeah.
I feel like it's situation based.
Yeah.
I mean, it is.
would say,
It's completely
you guys
up.
know-
It's completely up to the players.
Yeah,
But
I'm
that's
gonna
the
say
rule:
for
is
this-
that it's up to the players. Like,
I'm gonna say for this time, for the humming and from what you guys know about Challa, I think it's more interesting if your character just responds as your character would respond if Challa told you to hum and walk towards his deity.
Well, Luka's not gonna do that.
Sure,
So-
what? She will follow whatever Challa
I just
thinks
want to
within
insight
reason.
check if it's like super important to you to do this. Like if it would mean a lot to you to do this.
I guess you don't need an insight check. You can tell from Challa's expression. He's not demanding anything of anyone, as he is always hesitant to do. But he does show bright-eyed appreciation towards Sera's agreement to it.
Maelie knows Challa's eccentric. What does a religion check do when it comes to what does Inu actually like?
Wait, hold up. Okay, can I do a religion check too to Inu? Like,
I-
yo, that's a
I-
good idea.
I got this. So, Maelie, as you make a religion check onto Challa, he's channeling his spiritualism, but it doesn't seem to have any particular focal point. This is a kind of a mixing of cultures and an understanding of a greater whole. And the closer that you get, Challa, with your flux sense active, you start to... How could I describe this in a way? It is as if you are seeing the presence of your deity for the first time. Not in theory, not in a dogmatic representation, but a literal manifestation of your deity in front of you. And that is what you see Challa doing.
Maelie hums
Wait,
half-heartedly. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Seino hums full-heartedly.
Ira
Because-
tries his best, but it doesn't sound good.
Hip hip hop, hop hop, hip hop hop.
Seino feel like it's only fair because people tagged along when Seino was in the dream and guided them. So when Challa guides them to the deity, it's only fair that he follows what Challa says.
All right. As you approach Challa, with your flux sense active, you can see that there is a path through the broken, shattered pieces of the gate. They form a sort of haphazard pathway to get closer to the central point in front of the main gate, where the entity is focused at this time. What do you do? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah,
Hey.
yeah. What do you do? I didn't
I
hear
missed
you.
like half of that. Sorry. Can you go over it again?
Okay. With your flux sense active, you can see that there is a path you can take through the broken pieces of the shattered gate. It's a haphazard one, but you could use it to approach the center point of the greater gate in which the entity is currently located.
Ah, okay. Is that northward or southward?
It's across the chasm here.
Ah, okay. So, he turns to his party and says, as long as you follow me, you'll be fine. I'll lay out the footsteps. There's no danger here if you do not ask for it. Continues till he returns to the mantra. He does the first little introduction section, and as he gets to the part that's slightly easier to keep going, I'll step out along the path in full trust of it.
All right. With each step forward, your feet.
He's gonna follow him exactly.
With each step forward, your feet find a semi-solid ground beneath you, as if you are walking on the edges of creation itself. Whilst doing that, everyone that is present, please make me Arcana checks.
Are we still in a dream? Just curious.
Yes.
Don't know if I still get any bonus to that. Damn.
Irha is proficient in Arcana? Never knew that.
Okay. With a 19 and a 19 and a 24, what you notice is that beneath you, the actual essence of creation, the life force, the blood of creation, if you want to look at it that way, is flowing through you and around you. It is difficult to breathe with so much rampant life kind of crashing into you. You maintain your balance, but only just so. You're not sure exactly how dangerous it would be to fall into the river of life, but it may be dangerous. Very much so. While you walk behind Challa as he makes his way across the chasm, you start to notice that within the stream, you see different things. You see faces, you see silhouettes of creatures. You also see beasts, even from the smallest spider to the largest whale. All of these different creatures twist and flow naturally and smoothly beneath you. All right, Challa.
He begins to enter into the more vigorous part of the mantra and he begins to move his lips and make wild sounds aloud. He hops up on one leg, throwing the other leg forward, throwing his whole body flat against this life force, but holding himself aloft in this acrobatic pose just to slide back up and spin towards the next side just to do another bombastic position. and continues moving that way. For a moment, he hops up on one of his toes, looks back at his body and says, "The movements are not necessary. The mantra is," and he continues humming, and he goes along.
I like how you just said what you're doing is not necessary. Anybody else? The movements are not necessary as he does the move. That's good.
And he continues to hit the bombastic. Also, he continues going.
All right. For some reason, the mantra I actually had ready for this isn't loading into Foundry correctly, so I'm just gonna post it here in your embedded chat, and you guys can.
Wait, this is actually like a mantra thing.
Yeah.
That's all they do. And you know what? Law correct, guys. Yo, I can do it too, guys. It's not just Effie. Let's get it.
Well, yeah, I've always used the Hindu mantras for Inu.
Haram, but okay.
Oh, they're haram? Okay, well.
Fully, like, it's probably the most.
Is it like the most haram? I did not know that.
Yeah, Hinduism is pretty bad in Islam. But hey, it is what it is. Keep going.
Well, you don't have to listen to it. Yeah, sorry.
It's a joke.
Oh.
I'll listen to it. It's just don't worry, we'll talk after. Anyway, continue with it.
I just fucking... But that's what I based the fucking... Now I feel silly.
Hey, it's all brown at the end of the day.
Oh my god.
That is also not how I was looking at it, but okay.
Sera. Just hanging out on the other side.
Sera not crossing?
No, she's following Challa.
Ah, she was looking at
got up to get some water.
Cute coyote pictures.
Thirsty. I figured this was Zahaab's moment.
Thirsty girl.
Not gonna lie, you picked a good one, though. You picked a good one. You did the correct.
The one to remove all obstacles?
She would be intrigued by all the souls going around beneath them. If it's possible, she'd take a closer look.
Irha flashes Challa a thumbs up and says, "Sick moves."
Unnecessary sick moves.
He nods.
Ass kickflip, my man.
He nods. Oh, one day you must show me your god's vocation. The dance, the praisal.
Oh, what?
You don't have that?
No. Do I
Wow.
need it?
It does help relieve one's body of the current moment.
All right. When you get to this point, eventually you cross through the great chasm of life. The river flows from beneath you, swirling like a great serpent around the center gate. Even though the distances that you've crossed have seemed mighty in size, in the dream all things are a matter of perspective. As you've willed yourself across this great chasm, so have you moved, quickly and efficiently. As you land beneath the great gate, you can see magic swirling all around it, like a great testament to what mana is truly capable of. Each of you, of an arcane casting variety, notice that conjuration magic can be seen in forms that you've never even perceived before. Like great big scaffolding blocks built and pressed in against the great gate. You can also see that there are 3 platforms that float just in front of the entity, and each of them are filled with a statue. And these statues float directly in front of the shattered gate. From this distance, they appear to be, each of them, a warrior wielding a sword. What do you guys do?
All right, we're here. Just walk up to the guy.
This sure is a big gate. And Zahaab, I think you're muted.
Yeah, you're muted.
Oh, sure I was. So there's a guy left in front of him. Okay. He says one last thing to his party. We are kept from our goal, not by obstacles, but by a clear path to a lesser goal. Let us go.
And we'll
Did he
follow
say
along.
lesser god?
Lesser goal.
Oh.
Luka follows behind.
Lesser
has been.
god. Freaking insults the god.
that was Zahaab, not Challa.
I admire the magic as we walk past it.
Oh yeah, just out of curiosity, Seino can like feel all the dream energy, right? I want to see what like how does the river of life, like how does it look to him when he tries to like feel what it really is and stuff.
Well, it feels different from the dream energy that you felt before. The dream energy before is kind of like an echo of a person, an echo of a thought. But within it, you can kind of feel that while the other parts of the dreams are echoes, this is the real thing. If the echo of the thought that you heard in the dream that you kind of feel is after it has been uttered, this is the moment before it is uttered.
This place feels like the dream, but also is different. This is a special place. He will kind of mutter to himself, but in a voice that people would hear it.
Seino, you know you can... Sorry, please go ahead, sir.
This is where all of us were supposed to be. Instead
Indeed.
of consumed by the violet, taken by conflux.
Indeed, she's right. And Seino, do not fret. You can come here at any moment, at any time. You merely need a place of focus, and absolute concentration.
It is fascinating.
It's a state. It's a state. Not a nation state, but a state of mind. Continues hopping.
Sera will move over to the... It's like an edge, right? And there's a riverbank almost.
Say again?
It's like an edge, right? Like the edge of a riverbank.
Yeah, more or less.
She'll move over the edge. She'll ask Moto. How does this connect to hell?
Moto kind of scratches his cheek. I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little out of my element here.
I don't quite understand how the life stream connects all the different realms.
She'll look towards Challa.
So Arcadum, you said that. Where is this person? I'm actually a little confused on the map.
Oh, you've just kind of crossed over the river, so you basically just keep heading this way and you'll get closer. I've got another scene prepped for it. So.
Okay, Challa starts to sprint it.
He just starts
sprinting. He just starts to sprint. Oh, he's done with the moves without a moment's notice. He starts to sprint at this
wait, Luka.
Can't catch me.
So Irha was just softly smiling as Maelie just enjoyed the look of the stream, but he stops when he sees Sera stop just so Sera's not left like alone in case something happens. So he's waiting for Sera to continue moving before he follows the party.
Irha, can you see where it comes from and where it goes? She's looking like as far as she can see where it goes.
I could see a river of souls. What do you mean by that?
This is the life stream, and it connects. Well, it connects the world, I suppose. The universe.
Challa screams. You wish to know where it goes?
I want to know how it connects.
He giggles to himself and he says, knowledge is better than mechanical practice, I agree. But better than knowledge.
Went from here to hell.
I roll arcane.
He says knowledge is better than mechanical practice, but meditation is better than knowledge. Sera. There's only one way to know. Or to come back here. Or to really be here.
You can roll Arcana, yeah.
Okay, thank you. What does that tell me?
What is your question exactly?
I think it was Sera, where it comes from and where it goes, right? The river?
She's trying to see, like, at the far edges where it goes.
It goes everywhere. Eventually, the river of life moves up and above the top of this first of the greater gate and splits off into numerous strands outwards through all the different gates and to all the different locations all around you. You have no idea. Perhaps there's not even an answer to that question.
I remember taps his chin and he looks and he's humming like he's thinking deeply about this. He's like, think of it like osmosis. This shit just kind of just goes. It's everywhere. It's everything.
Mighty pretty, though.
Yes. Never thought I'd hear a paladin refer to souls as shit.
I mean, and Irha kind of shrugs and he just kind of like looks over himself. He's like, paladin, right? Like he's confused about something and then starts walking forward.
I'm not much for sprinting. Let's go see what he wants.
Not much prettier than the live stream, but I could think of one thing. And then he kind of winks at Maelie.
Maelie is surprised, and the tips of her ears under her hat go red.
Her blanches.
She looks down at Seino for just a split second and then kind of like looks away off to the other side.
Seino focused on Challa is quite confused because he didn't catch the situation and he will continue to look forward.
Challa sprints into the next scene.
We're supposed to be going this way, right?
Yeah, no, you're going the right way. It doesn't matter.
Oh, wait,
Jeez.
okay.
Calm down. Jesus.
It is all in your mind, Irha. It doesn't matter where we go. It matters how we get there.
Every way leads to...
Isn't that just the same thing?
Maelie whispers, this is the perfect place for Challa if every way leads to which way he wants to go. He doesn't need to worry.
You know?
He turns and he says, the mind acts like an enemy for those who do not control it.
Wow.
Control yourself, Irha.
Ira looks kind of taken aback that you're just like calling him out for some reason. He's just like, what did I do?
Challa grins in his directionally powerful state.
Directionally powerful. You mean?
I was trying to think of the opposite of challenge.
Ira like puffs his chest and puts a hand on it, and he's like feigning this feeling, and he's like, "Oh, I feel so attacked right now. Oh my."
All right. And so you cross through, and beneath you, the river of souls swirls and twists, and up ahead, you approach the Great Gate.
I check for traps.
And here we go.
Challa activates the traps.
Oh,
Yo,
look at this thing.
God.
Did he always have the triangle in his head?
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
That's Zahaab, not Challa. That's Zahaab, not Challa.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Now I see him, I remember him.
So Triforce.
He takes a moment to sit and bear witness, continuing the mantra, but it becomes a mutter as he waits for his party to catch up because he sprinted it up as he sensed Inu above. May we step forth into the sanctum?
The great being turns and looks down the floating stairway and will beckon you forward.
Sera will look
You see-
weird. She slithers over steps with giant gaps in them.
You see Challa go up these stairs, but however strange and contorted he was through the paths originally, these are even stranger and more bombastic. As he goes from a crab walks to a handstand split backflip up the next couple stairs, he's really trying to put on a show for the Lord.
Is all that really necessary?
No,
No.
nothing is. Nothing is.
Luka
Luka
smiles a little bit amused, but just walks up the stairs like a regular person.
Live life, Luka. We have nothing else.
Sera
You
will
see
try to catch up to Luka, to tap Luka on the shoulder.
Do you see Seino climbing the stairs because there's so...
He's just
Oh, you got
struggling
it.
because he's so small.
Ira opens his hands to say no. He's gonna carry this man.
So Seino will look back and say, I got this. And he's...
I think you're copying Challa real good there, Seino.
Thanks, I'm not trying to.
Oh, well, you're a natural then.
Is Seino just wheezing from the effort from hauling himself over the stairs?
No, that was me, Ariel.
No, I was asking. No, I was asking it like, as a character, would he be doing that? Not your laugh. I'm sorry.
Nah, he wouldn't. I mean, he's pretty strong. He would just be like, oh man, what is this?
Luka, this may be. I'm sure Keotan feels the pull to the live stream as I do. This may be as good a place as any to make sure that he is present.
Does Luka feel anything being in this realm with Keotan or anything internally?
Oh yeah. You were in the nexus of life. Everyone feels themselves, maybe in greater amounts than they have before. To say that you feel alive while in this place is an understatement.
I agree. Maybe there's some things that we can figure out with this exchange with Inu. And he looks to the god in the direction.
I'm in unfamiliar territory, but I'm just as interested as I imagine you or Keotan will be.
She'll gesture towards the last few stairs.
Shall we go together?
He nods and offers his hand if she wants to take it.
Challa
Arm in
also-
arm.
Arm to tentacle?
He tries not to blush when he holds one of the tentacles, remembering what happened between last time.
She'll move to the side so that everyone else can get up the stairs. Okay, let's move over by one.
Okay.
Great, Inu. I was sent here I was brought forth here by the one I call the Great One that spread your focus and your word to the world. I have nothing but grandiose appreciation. Thank you.
The great
And he
entity.
bows.
The great entity turns and floats down, as if to converse with you. It has been some time since last a mortal has stood within the platform before the great gate. The ones before were of heroes' blood. Their sacrifice yet still remains lingering within this place. And you have done well to respect their memory. Tell me, travelers, why have you come to the Shattered Gate?
Sera waits for Challa.
Maelie also looks at Challa.
Luka also looks at Challa.
Everyone looks at me.
Ira gives Challa a thumbs up.
Challa for a moment. He waits an uncomfortably long time for the great being to hurriedly finish what they had to. And it being of great torment, ache and agony drags itself through the world, bringing about death and undoing life. It pains me to have known my part in its unleashment onto the world, and we have seen it upon ourselves to find this folly's end. The being is the folly of Taladon. No doubt you would have known already, but we wish to bring about an end to its destruction. The path follows through the Shattered Gate.
Indeed, folly is a great threat to the life stream. A difficult creature to deal with, for it ferries within its soul the piece of forbidden power. I have seen its destruction, and I see its potential for more. You have come before me in the hopes that you will find some aid. My weavers are still repairing all things from the last time such energy, such weapons were used. My weavers are strong, committed, but few in number. I cannot provide more aid. Well, perhaps. The creature pauses. To grant you strength in order to face this challenge is the epitome of life. To evolve, to consume, to grow more before the time when you join the great river. You will gesture towards it. If you wish to stop folly, you shall have the help of the weavers, of myself, and the guardians of the Shattered Gate. But I have some queries I would need answered first. there must be a promise that you shall not use the gifts given to you to harm the life stream.
Challa says, the wise work for the welfare of the world without thought for themselves. Neither shall we. And he looks to his party with more confidence than they likely see in themselves to do so. I promise. Perhaps.
Raises his hand.
Challa was just going to say perhaps they may have some problems with this. He looks towards his party for anybody else to speak up.
Raises his hand to ask a question. Does the god acknowledge him? Because he waits patiently for them to call.
The creature will look down at you.
And Irha looks with like actual confusion and a sadness at the idea of it ever happening. He asks, why would someone harm the live stream?
There are those that will do anything for power, including consume souls.
Luka flinches at that.
And Challa will step forth, realizing that this is a problem. Sera, Luka, can we both swear an oath or a promise to put the live stream and the attack of folly over us seeking power?
Would you grace us a few questions as well?
Yes, there is something that concerns me.
Ask.
Go ahead, Luka. Whoa. There we go.
I personally would not want to do anything to harm the live stream. But since a reawakening in Conflux, has come to my attention that there's another entity within me. You can probably see him. His name is Keotan, a daemon. I cannot speak for him. He's another part of me. Is there a possible way that you can bring him forth?
You wish to be separated from this entity.
I don't know if I want to be separated. I, frankly, haven't even had a chance to speak with him, to understand his motives, or if we will coexist in this shared body. I will try my best to uphold my Anne, but I don't know about him.
I cannot force that which does not wish to reveal itself to do so. But perhaps there is a way.
Luka... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
If the creature lives within your mind and soul, then go there and confront the creature directly.
Do you mean meditation?
Meditation is oftentimes the route to get what you want.
Luka brings out the black flute that he's had with him this whole time and recalls a time he played a single note on the flute that called upon Keotan, but every other time he had not attempted again. Perhaps this could also work? And
Music is an excellent form of meditation.
Luka nods, and he brings the flute to his lips once again and plays a single note, trying to call upon Keotan.
Well, something happens. So.
Okay.
As you play the note, an inky blackness will begin to form out of Luka's nails, seep down onto the ground, a twisted visage of himself, until finally the shifting form manifests into that creature that you have seen through the mirror. Weird. Why does it have your token's face? Strange.
You know, my skin crawled when you described that it came out of his nails. I don't know why, that just made my skin crawl.
Ew.
I was literally like, ew. Like, muted. I was like, ew, that's disgusting.
Demons being gross.
It's all the dirt that Luka acquired over the years on his name.
Ew.
Hell no. He's very clean.
Like, but knowing that they haven't been able to like rest or like even take a bath or something, like, oh my god, that's so.
Yeah, when was the last time they actually rested? Like,
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a while.
that's a real question right there.
Alright, and eventually it will manifest into this. Out of all the places I thought to be summoned, this is quite dramatic.
What, this is not to your liking?
I did not say that, just that it is dramatic.
Sera looks
smiles.
stoic, but she'll give a little wave.
Well, we're kind of here on very important business.
Kael'ton will just keep looking at the giant life entity. Perhaps we should have our conversation later.
Later? This is a good time as any. What's the problem?
He keeps looking at the giant fucking entity behind you. And he will point up at it.
Luka also looks at the giant entity behind him and sees no problem.
Sera's not laughing, that's just me. Hey, the thing that's antithesis to you, let's chat.
What is it that you want to speak of? Since you're being so insistent.
I need to know how this will work between you and I. Coexisting. I need to know whether or not you will serve my party, my company that I care for. Or will you do other things of your own direction? I need to know.
The creature raises an eyebrow. With all due respect, I don't even sense that you wish to be a part of this.
Well, this was decreed.
Can you even conform yourself to the request you've given me?
We share a body. And with that, I have to do what I need to. And we're facing a greater threat right now. At this point, it doesn't matter what is pushing this. It's much more important that we do everything that we can to stay alive. Isn't that right? And I care about these people beside me, and I need them alive. And I would hope you would want that too.
The creature will smile to itself. Interesting. You say that you care for them. Are you so certain about that?
Yes.
I've been in your heart. I know the truth.
Luka looks at him, confused, but also trying to gauge what he's trying to talk about at this very moment.
You would deem to control my actions by laws that you yourself do not even wish to follow.
That is because there is a greater necessity at the end of it. We have a great threat that we need to deal with. Folly. I do not know if you know of them.
I've been listening, yes.
So you do hear things.
I hear everything.
Even when you're not active. Good.
I hear everything. Including how your ridiculous beliefs nearly got us destroyed by the god of fear.
That was, admittedly, not a very smart thing to do, but at the same time, it was my own personal test.
And yet, you would have me follow a rule that states that I cannot do anything that puts your entire party in danger, but you will disrespect Father Fear? You do not even follow your own rules.
I did not intentionally disrespect Father Fear.
Then you are a fool.
How? At this point, Luka is just getting frustrated, but at the same time, just trying to get to the meat of it. We have something greater that we have to deal with at this point. Father Fear, even as flawed as some of his reasonings can be, in my own personal opinions are, that is not important to me right now. I need to know whether or not, if you wish to stay alive, which the most guarantee that you can have with this is that if we defeat folly, and at the same time, to do that which was entrusted to us, this party that I care about, to do the same thing, we also have to do this together, alive, as a team. So I need to know whether or not you are going to stand with that. I wasn't really given that much of a choice in this. But at the same time, I also realized and agree that it is far beyond all decrees that is given. Decide whether or not you don't want to be a part of this, you will surely die. We can be separated.
The creature will cross his arms. You say this as if you have leverage over me.
He looks at the creature that he keeps eyeballing, and then back at him.
I see no threat.
Then what would this be? Since you seem to be so hesitant around just talking in front of it.
I did not wish to take up the creature's time with our inane prattling, but you insisted. My answer is this. We are combined, whether you wish for it or not. And so far, whilst piloting the vessel we share, you have gotten us killed and remade, put your own party in danger several times, your own human and ridiculous flaws causing us to be in terrible positions. Perhaps, if you believed anything that you just said, you would relinquish control to me, and perhaps I shall keep us both alive.
I will not do that.
Then you have not meant a word you've said, and I will not accept
No.
your false treatise.
I cannot subtract myself for motives that I do not know. I called upon you here to understand whether or not you would stand with us or stay separated.
Have you not been listening? I said that I would, just not under your terms.
So relinquish control so you can take over?
Yes.
And then for me to do what?
Listen, as I have.
Luka takes a deep inhale and sigh. Eoton, I am not all too sure of everything that you are and everything that I am. But I will work with you as much as I can, as long as we keep everyone together. So I want to join hands with you to be able to fix this. But I want us to do this equally. But we can talk later, since we do not want to take up the time, as you quote unquote.
The creature will shake its head. You carry disrespect even now.
How am I being disrespectful?
The way that you just said time.
You said we were taking up time.
The creature will look at you like he can't believe what he's hearing.
You do not want to talk about this at this point. So we will finish this later.
Kaoton will look towards Inu. Guardian of Life, I have a question for you. Speak. Can you release me from this creature? I no longer wish to be bound to this mortal. It is true that I could separate the two of you, but you would both surely die. Your souls are entwined. I am afraid that you must seek another path for your freedom. Kaoton falls silent and crosses his arms. All right. And Challa just went AFK. Unfortunate.
Mr. Inu raises his hand.
Yes.
I have a question of my own, maybe two questions. Firstly, I don't want you to be misconstruing anything. I know the rest of everyone seems to be saying defeat an awful lot, but we've really been tasked with bringing Folly to justice. Will your gifts be helpful in the realms of diplomacy?
My gifts will allow you to reach the creature. What you choose to do with that, well, that is up to you.
Alrighty. And secondly, when it comes to harming the live stream, of course I don't want to do it, but I have to ask, how does it happen? You said power and eating souls, but is that the only way?
The live stream is harmed by any action that would prevent life from re-entering it or life to exit it. The cycle of life must not be interrupted.
And what would you say if it's something that happens out of our control?
The creature becomes serious. I would suggest that you do not lose control.
Maelie ponders for a good minute. It's not entirely what I meant, but I understand. I'll promise. And she tips her hat.
Very good. Go ahead, Challa.
Sorry, my foundry is a little bugged. I'm sorry if Challa shows up as FK. And I can't do the talking thing.
It's all good, so go ahead, do your thing.
I do have a series of questions. For the sake of time, I'll start with the pressing one. Do you think it prudent that me and my allies receive this power? I can't say for certain, for luck or for choice, whether we'd adequately apply it. If not, fall into the direction you do not want us to, plummeting towards painting the live stream. I can't. I myself can't pass that judgment.
Say again, Challa. I'm sorry, I did not get the last bit.
Oh, he's simply expressing. If do you think it prudent to give my party that power, seeing as I cannot pass the judgment through them or their answers?
Many of you bear the intricacies of your moralities. Such things are beneath life's purport. You shall be given these tools because you have earned them, been entrusted with them, because fate wields it.
But how might we access life's purport? What is a good morality? How does one live a good life?
Inu will look upon Challa and will state, a life that is long and a life that is honest is the highest virtue.
He takes a deep breath, as if you can almost see the spirals of his lungs curl up and relax, unspiraling with the wind that comes out of his breath. Well said. In all honesty, I've been wondering something. You mentioned a few others that stay and fight and present benefit to your side. I've been told I'm something of a cardinal. Do you know anything to do with that? What that means?
The cardinals are those few. The few that can see the truth of the world and not be broken by it. In the previous era, it was they that could see the enemy. They that could face the enemy. They that could survive the enemy. If you have been chosen, to bear such things, then it is with great joy that you should feel, for you are truly placed in the realms of giants.
He looks up to Inu and says, most definitely, as he runs his eyes up and down the form. Also, I must ask, when it comes to the live stream, in its directionality and arc through the universe, Is there any way one might traverse it, understand its coiling, and collect something from it?
I think you will find that all will be revealed to the concourse of its time. I will say, I am happy that you are with them, for a cardinal sight will be needed to face this great threat.
He flexes his eyes a little bit. The formation of veins around his eyes that he's been flexing this whole time wriggles for a moment. And he grins into those crow's feet wrinkles that plague his face. Yes. Well, I am something of a rune user, and I couldn't help but feel a divine connection to the symbols around you and you bear. Do you believe I can cast them upon myself for some benefit through these skills? With my skills?
Indeed. To wield runes is a potent and truly a most noble of paths. For writing is one of the greatest inventions of life. Immortality in your hand. I think you will find that there is far more than you could have ever conceived.
As there always is.
The time grows short, and your enemy continues to trail. The space between the two of you grows too large. You must make haste if you are to catch him. And I believe that I have something that can help.
Oh boy. And with that, Inu will raise up his hand. And shifting through the gates, a vessel will be conjured. A ship of sleek and pharaoh design. A beautiful, powerful vessel. It shall be conjured and drift and come to a stop right before you. This vessel shall serve as your transport. It shall serve as your home. It shall serve as your guide. For within it, you will find an experienced navigator, one from before. He's very excited to have something to do again. All right, and with that, the door will open at the side of the vessel, and Inu shall gesture to the inside of it.
Irha's gonna bow and thank Inu.
Seino will bow because he said I would never dare to change or intertwine with the live stream in any forceful way. I will promise I will use the gift you've given us wisely.
He's gonna hold up a right hand. She still has a couple of questions.
The creature will look down upon Sera.
Yes,
Sina.
Alchemist.
If I may, I'm sure you see I'm sure you see what I've become. And there is a debt that I owe to Babylon for this.
And she'll gesture around herself, more towards herself.
I am looking forward to, well, we're going to band, and as I understand it, that is a piece of a presence where the Taladani are, something I'm a part of. But I do have cause for concern that I owe a debt. And while I would not like to harm the very thing that I was not able to join, that my wife is in, I am worried that the other half of my nature will be tempted. Do you have guidance for me?
The creature will turn its head and look down upon Sera. And one of you has like a super active mic, man. Come on.
Oh, sorry.
And then it will speak. There are many paths to power. There are many ways that you might move forward. If you fear the darker piece of yourself, then feed the lighter. At the end of all things, balance is what you must strive for. You shall need strength, and you shall need softness. To take power and lose its purpose is not a worthwhile trade. I have seen it happen time and time again, to sacrifice purpose for power leaves one lost, but no purpose can be fulfilled without power. My guidance is simple. Be who you are, and what you need to be will follow.
She'll nod her head. Or more, bow her head. What's Inu's title?
Guardian of Life.
Thank you. Guardian of Life. I have one final question. She'll gesture again towards herself. This vessel that I am in, there are hundreds, thousands of them on Conflux, and souls were pulled from the life stream into those vessels. Are you able to see if that has been corrected, that no more souls are captured?
The enemy was defeated and sealed within the prison, but the damage it has wrought will take some time to heal. The souls of those that you speak, I am aware of them. It is difficult to access a place so closed off from the dream. But I have sent those that I believe will see the righteous work done. Life returned to the life stream.
She'll give him a nod of gratitude. She doesn't say anything else. She's actually going to fall in line with Keotan, as I'm assuming we're moving towards this vessel.
Anyone else?
Nope.
Nope.
Challa, as a final gesture, will bow deeply onto his knees, hold out his belt in front of him as it's tied to his hair, and say, "Thank you so much.
As you
My
do
boy
that,
is forever yours."
Ina will reach out. Cardinal, to you I grant a greater burden, a higher purpose. With your eyes you may yet hunt an aspect of this enemy. With that, I grant you this charge. And you will feel energy begin to course through Challa. You are to find any of its aspects and see that none of them are split. You are to see that any semblance of that forbidden power is silenced. And when folly is brought to whatever justice that awaits, you shall be its executor. This, I, Inu, guardian of life, charge you. Alright, who's ready for a magic girl transformation?
Challa.
Again?
This is the. I give absolute acceptance. Thank you.
Alrighty. So, Challa is granted the vestige of the Weaver. It is a long, flowing white and red robe with the swirling symbols of life. This makes him an official charge of Inu, guardian of the life stream. And now, his cardinal powers are fully awakened. Challa, you lose flux sense. Instead, you gain cardinal sight. So, cardinal sight does a lot of different things. It allows you to see magic, flux, divine sense. It allows you to see through shape-shifting creatures, through their guises, or their true forms. It allows you to also see through illusions. It is essentially true sight. Up to 30 feet.
Challa nods ferociously. Any sanction, I'll take without hesitation or thought. But in this, I can now see the enemy, but do you know of a weakness Folly has? Something we may exploit, or any of its shattered remains I must silence? And he looks to Maelie in that, knowing that there's more to it than destruction.
I know not the nature of this folly's heart, but I know well the power it could wield. The forbidden power is a corruptive, tempting, seductive force. Do not let yourselves fall to its sway.
We mustn't. Challa stands up, begins making his way. All of my gratitude to you, Ina. He makes his way to the ship with the rest of his party.
All right. The party turns and moves to enter their vessel. And that is where I will call tonight. Woo!
Bro, I want to know who's driving the ship. I want to know so bad.
You'll have to find that out next time.
One second. Can I do one last thing?
What's up?
As Challa is about to step onto the ship, he bursts out in a realization. He quickly turns around, looks at Inu before he steps on. Is the Great One still alive?
The creature will nod.
Nice. Sick.
There are things that Sera would want to ask Kaotan as well when they move to the ship. Is Kaotan going to stick around? That's really what I need to know for next session.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's not...
Like, physically out, someone to talk to?
Yeah, he's...
Cool.
Much to his own chagrin, he's out now.
Cool.
Oh, Challa has a beaming smile from Irha. He hops on the ship.
He's such an edgy boy.
I was enjoying the yawns in the middle of your Godspeak.
What? It's early for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's 2:30 in the afternoon.
People can have different.
No, that's fine. Let her take her
explore.
shots. I'm just gonna keep providing excellent D&D experiences.
I agree.
Despite being tired.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
If only you went to bed earlier.
But then who would play Baldur's Gate?
Let's go look at how many hours he's in it. Let's go look. Let's see here. Let's do some public shaming.
Yes, that is actually.
Hold on, I have to quickly remove someone from my friends list.
I think you're actually invisible right now, so I can't go look anyway.
Yeah.
Haha.
Oh wait, no,
Right.
there you are. Sorry, my friends list is just so vast.
Oh my god.
Oh, Miss Popular over here.
Oh, okay.
My 20 friends.
The swinger community is so big.
It's
we
just
get it.
massive. Can't help myself.
Yeah, we get it. Upside down pineapples. We've
Are
seen
you
them
trying to
before.
ask to join my swinger community? Zahaab?
Okay, that's it. There's no fan art. That's enough.
I already asked my lady.
Oh,
she
you
said
have
no.
all of your stats in. I can't even see how long you've been playing these games.
You can see nothing.
I see. Your shame is obscured.
I have only played for like an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, anyway. Thanks for playing, guys. Good sesh. Chat room, thanks for all your support, all the subs, all the follows. I saw quite a bit of them today. I will see you guys in an hour and a half for the next session of The Dark Sermon.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Alright, now we can all talk shit about chat.